Dylan Harper's last 2 games have shown the world he is very much back in contention for Rookie of the Year. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, TGIF. And last night, Dylan Harper gave us a little bit of everything against the Washington Wizards, which I gotta say it again, I do not like those uniforms. Let's talk about Dylan. First, his incredible work in the paint. Gets the and one here with the contact. No fear. How about channeling a little mono with a little bit of a Euro step here? Boop, good. And then this finish, showing the power. Boom, shakalaka, thunder, dunk of justice. But he just didn't show us the work he could do in the paint, which we already knew about. He's now starting to show the range. Waiting for the 3. Stop, pop, good. How about the other side? Catch and shoot, good. And that range has been really on display as of late, Spurs fans. The game against the Knicks, and there's an asterisk here because, well, it's not going to count in the stats. It doesn't count as a win-loss. In the win-loss record, this game, of course, counted for the NBA Cup, but it won't affect anything else for the team or the players. Dylan went for 21-7-0. All right, no assists versus the Knicks. However, he shot 7 of 14 from the field and 5 of 7 from 3. He was draining threes left and right in that Cup game, the biggest game of his NBA career to this point. And he stepped up and was incredible. So what would he do for an encore versus the Wizards last night? 24, 5 and 3 on 9 of 13 shooting, including 3 of 5 from 3. Doing the math real quick, that's 8 of 12 in his last 2 games. That is a very solid 66% from 3. Now, I don't expect him to shoot like that the rest of the season. You can see the confidence in taking the threes, and right now he is playing at a high level pretty much everywhere. I want to share a little blip here from Pounding the Rock because I thought this was a nice little summary of Dylan's game last night. Dylan Harper logged a career-high 24 points. Yes, if you didn't know, last night a career-high 24. And the way he did it was both fun to watch, yes, and extremely encouraging. The rookie not only got to the rim at will, which we've again seen all year, showing both his touch and power, but also hit 3 3-pointers. He showed he could hit the long ball in the Cup games, and it's great to see that he's gaining some consistency. The drives are already top-tier level, and the defense is better than anticipated. If the shot comes along in his first year in the league, Harper's timeline towards stardom gets shorter. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. These 3 here, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing. The 3, I'm going to go with the 3 Spermigos. I don't know what else to call them at this time. I'm sorry, I don't like the other nickname. I'll use White Castle, French Vanilla, all that other stuff, but the Slash Brothers, not feeling that one. But they are going to be incredible sooner than later. 3 guys that can break down a defense at will. Once we have some solid, consistent 3-point shooting on this team, just imagine when you have Castle, Harper, or Fox driving into the paint and the defenders collapse. That's going to open up shots for Wemby. It's going to open shots for our perimeter guys. If these guys can start hitting 3-pointers at between 38 to 40% on a regular basis, whew, forget about it. One guy has an off night, like last night. De'Aaron Fox just didn't have it. What was he, like 1 of 8 from the field? We have 2 more ball handlers, 2 more guys that can step up. Harper stepped up big last night. Castle also had a nice game as well. This is working out much better than I anticipated. And the crazy thing, Spurs fans, when you think about it, Dylan Harper is only 19. We've said this about Wemby 2 years ago. We said this about Castle last year. This is the worst version of Dylan Harper we're ever going to see. Seriously, that 3-point shot becomes consistent, as well as his ability to get in the paint and score at will, plus his defense that has been better than expected. I'm sorry, it is crazy windy where I am. I don't know if you can hear that, but wow, we have like crazy weather outside. I think, Spurs fans, and let me know if you agree or maybe not, I think we're 1 power forward away from being a top 3 team in the NBA. We're knocking on that door right now. I believe we're tied with the 3rd best record in the Western Conference with the Lakers at the time of this video, but we are knocking on top 3. We've shown we can beat some of the best teams, the Nuggets, the Lakers, the Thunder, the Rockets. Probably should have had the Knicks, didn't get it there. And we don't have Wemby back at 100% yet. what is the ceiling for this team? I did a poll recently, the ceiling for the team, and most of you voted, I believe, NBA Finals champion. I think some of you are starting to believe the team can win this year. For those of you that aren't believers yet, I got to think you at least believe in 50 wins in playoffs at this point, but how far can they get in the playoffs? Is it a first-round exit, second-round Western Conference Finals, make it to the NBA Finals, or can they win the whole darn thing? Me personally, I think right now the floor, the minimum that they'll get to is I think they can, at the very least at this point, be a second-round team. And our ceiling, I'm kind of throwing this off the cuff now. I didn't plan to talk about this, but that happens with videos. One take TSR. I don't think we're quite there yet for NBA champions. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I don't think we're quite there. I think our ceiling is probably Western Conference Finals. I could see us taking the Thunder to a 6 or 7 game series, but beating them in the series, I don't know if we're there yet. But if it happens, I will certainly be excited, as would you, and it certainly could happen. If everybody's playing at their best, I do think this team can beat any team in the NBA. We've already proven that. They've already proven that. However, that's a lot of if everyone's playing their best, and we see a lot of guys having off nights. Fox last night. Harrison Barnes has forgot how to shoot a 3 all of a sudden. I know he's a shooter. He's streaky. The shot will come back around. But he's 0 for his last 14 or something crazy? I got nothing. I got nothing on that one. So to beat the Thunder, everybody would have to be pretty much playing their best in 4 of the wins. And I don't know if that can happen. But if it does, hey, we're already ahead of schedule. Are we not? Go back to the start of the season. I said 15 wins in playoffs, and a lot of Spurs fans says they're not there yet. We are there, We are there. I just don't know how far more the team can exceed expectations because they're crushing them right now. Spurs fans, I will be live for the Hawks tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The Spurs are on a back-to-back, but so are the Hawks with the blowout against the Wizards last night. Most of our guys logged, I think, 25 minutes or less. I want to say Devin was the only guy that logged more than 25, and it was like 26. Wemby only played 17 minutes, so he should be good to go tonight. I did not know, maybe you guys can help me out at the end here. Apparently there's a rule that if you play games that are less than 20 minutes, it doesn't go towards awards, the 65-game minimum. I had no idea that was a rule. One of you pointed out last night, a second of you confirmed it. So if Wemby only plays, say, 18 minutes tonight, that means he has to play 20 minutes or more the rest of the year in the games he plays in. Seriously, I had no idea about that. If you guys knew about that, drop a comment down below. If this is news to you, also drop a comment down below. But let's beat the Hawks tonight. If you don't remember, the Hawks, with that trade with DeJounte Murray, traded a pick swap in 2026, which means if they have a better pick than we do, we can swap a Rooney. Now, I don't think the Hawks are going to be a lottery team again next year. I think at minimum they're going to be playing, probably playoff. But hey, if we can move up to, let's say our pick is 21 and we can move up to 16 and 17, hey, it's better than nothing, right? I don't know. That's all I got. Getting a little long-winded. I appreciate y'all hanging out here and watching the video. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'll see you tonight for the Hawks. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, and as always, go Spurs, go.